or two, and you can see how the ITC, which is which you know is the Tronz token, how that's all coming into play, how it can actually be put into actual currency. So 5 minutes doing updates. Then I'm going to do an actual presentation for those of you that might be on here that are new. And I'm hoping that a lot of you that are very, that you know everything about us already, that you're excited about the updates and you'll call some of your leaders and stuff. So what I'll do is I'll do a recap of those updates once I've done the presentation. So let's jump in right now to what the updates are. And with the office being updated, we now have what we call the Tronz leaderboard. Now with this Tronz leaderboard, it's designed for diamonds and above. And so what you're going to do is you're going to register there. And one of the things that you're going to fill out is your actual name. And I've told people, look, we're in crypto, and if you don't want to share your name, that's fine. You can put any name that you want to there. That's not important. If you want people to see who you are and what you're doing here, then go ahead and put your name, submit your photo. And then you're going to see this thing about complete tasks that are available. So we'll go through that. And every time you do these tasks, you're going to get ITC put into your actual wallet there. So let's go see what we have to do here. It's going to do with you just basically promoting your link, promoting yourself. Later on, maybe a month from now, you'll start promoting our gaming website. But for right now, we want you just to promote yourself. Promote yourself through Zoom calls, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all the social media that's out there. And for just doing something that you'd probably be doing anyway to build your business, you're going to start receiving free ITC. Now, this is the rate of schedule that you'll be receiving the ITC for diamond. So a diamond and above, if you're a diamond and you do a Zoom call, you submit that link, and then you do the Zoom call, you're going to receive 800 ITC. If you're a blue diamond, also 800 ITC. But if you can see that once you're a crown diamond, you'll actually receive 1,200 ITC. So you can see there on YouTube, if you make a YouTube video, it'd be 1,200, 1,200, 1,300. We'll get this PowerPoint out to everybody really quickly. That way you can have what the schedule is here. And overnight, these numbers will be reflected in the tronzleaderboard.com. And it's real easy to log into this. You just go to your usual login, but click on leaderboard and then do automatic login, just like you do. Your wallet's attached to it. And you register. If you have not registered, go ahead and register. Once you've registered, then log in and then look at the tasks. And I'm going to show you a couple examples here on the PowerPoints. So Instagram, just doing a status. That's it, just a status. You get 200 ITC, but every time somebody goes and does a view, you submit all the views and you get an extra ITC for every view. So if you have a lot of followers and you have 1,000 views, you're going to receive 1,000 ITC. Now, each and every rank from diamond to crown diamond will have a weekly capping. And so if you're diamond, you can receive up to 1,400 ITC. But guess what? To make it fair to the community, and we took lots of feedback from lots of people in the community, you could be really, really busy one week and then not do anything the next week. No problem, because all the ITC that you gather, it will roll over. So let's say this week you want to be really busy, you do lots of Zoom calls, and you got 9,000 ITC. And then you don't want to do anything for the next 3 or 4 weeks, that's fine. 1,400, 1,400 ITC will be released to you on a weekly basis. And the way that we're going to do that is that starting tonight, so this first time period, you're actually going to have 11 days to complete your tasks, so you'll be able to build up. And the first cutoff date, which is always going to be on a Sunday, will be 11/22. Okay, so on 22 November will be our first cutoff date. And then it'll be 4 days later, which would be Thursday. It would be the 26th. They'll actually be dispersed in your wallet. So every week from that point on, it'll always go Sunday, 12 p.m. GMT. So you'll just have to look to see in your country what time that's going to be in your country, but it's 12 p.m. GMT. That is the cutoff. Those are the tasks that you completed that week. 4 days later, which would be on a Thursday, the ITC will actually be in your wallet. So once again, we're starting right here now as of this call on 11/11. First cutoff date will be 11/22, which is a Sunday. And then 4 days later, that ITC will be in your actual wallet. Here's kind of what it looks like when you log into the leaderboard and you see the task there. You can see the task. It says hot. It says Zoom submissions, share tasks, status tasks. So that's what you're going to see when you go and you register, and then you go and you log in, and you'll see right now you can start doing the tasks. Okay, you can update your status on WhatsApp, update your status on Facebook, Instagram, Zoom, YouTube, many different ways that you can earn the ITC. Once again, this is for diamond and above. So I'm talking to all my leaders and saying, look, this is a second way for you to get passive income. Now, for those of you that may not know, see, this is the call tonight. Submitted that. So there's the link, and that's what it looks like when you have the link submitted for verification. So for those of you that may or may not know, this ITC that we're passing out, this isn't just candy we're passing out. This already has a real value. And that's something that I've taken great pride in, is that, you know, you've heard me talk about, we have standalone projects that we're building that could just be standalone projects all by themselves, let alone that they're in the Tronz smart contract community. And they're real revenue generating businesses, such as many of you know that soon we're going to be launching the website that will have 400 online games, and we're going to be launching our own exchange. Well, right now, if you have ITC sitting in your wallet, and many of you do, because you received them for free simply by purchasing a package. As a 1-star package, you received 100 ITC for free. 2-star, you got 200 ITC for free. Well, do you want to hold the ITC? You want to trade it in for Tron? That's fine. You just go to your Tron link or your Tron wallet, and you type in the browser, just swap.io. It's very easy. You can swap your ITC token right now to any other cryptocurrency. And in addition to that, I just want to point out something here. If you are holding a Tron wallet and you're looking and you're trying to find, you know, let's say that you think, hey, I bought 3-star package, I should have about 500 ITC. Where are they? I can't see them. You can't see them on the Tron wallet. But you can go to Tron wallet, you can type in just swap.io into the browser, and then when you do that, when you go to swap the ITC for Tron or ITC for Ethereum, whatever it is that you're going to swap for, you'll be able to see the actual balance of the ITC that you have. If you have Tron Link, and what I do is I use both. I have created my account. I use Tron Wallet for the same wallet that I use Tron Link for, because I like some of the features in both of them. But if you have Tron Link, you'll immediately be able to see the ITC in your wallet. So you can see it there, and you can see the balance in the just swap. And then something that I really like is if you got some Tron and you don't really need it for the next few days, and you got some ITC, you could actually earn interest on it with the liquidity option. When you're in the just swap.io, this is what happens is you'll see 2 big keys on top. One says swap. That's pretty simple. You're just going to swap the ITC for Tron. Or you can see pool. When you click on pool, you can add to that pool if you want to. So when people go and they do a swap, there's an actual fee that is charged. Well, if you're the one that contributed to that pool with Tron and ITC, then you're the one that's going to receive parts of those fees every time somebody goes in there and they do those swaps. So that's what I've done. I put 1,000 Tron in there. It automatically takes like 3,300 ITC, because 1,000 Tron right now is equal to about 3,300 ITC. And just doing that for a few days, and I can withdraw anytime I want to. You can withdraw anytime you want to. But if you contribute to that pool, you'll just be earning fees on it. I've already earned like 180, 190 ITC the few days that I've been involved in the pool. So it's just another way for you to actually create wealth. And on 11/30, when you go to the winitc.io website, you're going to see that there's going to be 400 online games. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the important part. Here's why you want to become a diamond. Here's why you want to do the tasks and start getting all that ITC. ITC is going to start to gain real value when this is launched, the 400 online games. There's 2 online games there right now, but instead of piecemealing it all together over the next month, we've decided there's going to be one date, there'll be a mega launch, and all 400 games plus, that's 400 plus online games. And ladies and gentlemen, these are educational games, children's games, brain games, games of chance, games of skill. So everybody's going to find something for them if there's some type of gamer, okay? And here's the kicker. The website will only take ITC tokens. And when you start doing tasks in the future to earn your ITC, you'll be promoting this website. This is something that you'll be doing, is promoting the winitc.io. And when you do that, it's going to be very easy, because you'll be able to post people a link to go to the gaming website. They're going to get free gaming tokens. So they're going to go sign up and they're going to go use those free gaming tokens. And we know that by them doing that, they're going to find one of those games that they like, that they enjoy. And guess what? When they want to enhance the experience with the online gaming, they're going to have to buy ITC tokens to be able to enhance their experience. When they withdraw, they're going to be withdrawing an ITC. That's great. They can actually take gaming tokens to that website and actually withdraw an ITC. So we think we have things that people around the world, even they're outside of Tronz, they're not even inside Tronz, okay? They're going to that gaming website. They are helping us increase the value of the ITC that we are building as a community. And as a community, we'll be constantly promoting Tronz, and we'll be constantly promoting the ITC, which its first purpose will be for the gaming website. And then that gaming website will eventually turn into first a swap and then an exchange. So people are going to be able to go there. We'll have investors just coming there to do nothing but to exchange Bitcoin for Ethereum, Ethereum for Bitcoin, on and on. The list goes on and on. The possibilities are totally endless here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a presentation. If there's, this is for all the new people that are on here, or maybe you've only heard this once or twice and would like to get more information about it. But for those of you that just saw these updates, get on the phone, get the people that you've introduced when we had our launch, and tell them what the updates are. Have them come back at the end of this call, which will be in about 25 minutes. I will go through the updates one more time. I'll recap them. Okay, so for those of you that this is the first time you've seen Tronz, welcome to the call. I want to start off by saying, you're probably asking yourself, well, what is Tronz? I saw these updates, but what is it? Tronz is actually a smart contract. And now you're probably saying to yourself, well, what is a smart contract? And that's what we're going to go through here with the presentation. But before I start, I'm a true believer in this quote right here. The secret of success in business is identifying where the world will go and get there first. You know, how does that relate to us? Well, ever since Satoshi introduced the Bitcoin, more important than that was the actual blockchain. And since that blockchain, more and more industries around the world have started adopting the blockchain. The automobile industry, the insurance industry, the medical industry. You know, in the beginning, it was just basically for crypto. Now all these industries. So it's an industry that is just, it's a trend that's just going up and up and up. And now the smart contracts are coming in. Why do people like smart contracts so much? Because the community is in charge. It's not an owner and they decide to change commissions and compensation plans and all that. It's the actual community that is in charge. And the other thing is, you can see online gaming is another thing that we're involved with here. So if you know anything about gaming in Asia, year over year, just multiple growth. Many governments over here setting up Dotas, many governments investing into their children with the development of the games, and the list just goes on and on. So these are all trends that are going up. And congratulations, you're here first hearing about it before anybody. You're knowing about the ITC token. There's only 360 million of them that were ever created. Many ecosystems are being developed where the ITC can actually be used, because that's the secret. Anybody can create a token, but you have to create a use for it or it's never going to have any value. So I'm going to go through the 3 reasons why Tronz is the best smart contract platform in the world and why we're very unique. So let's do this. So first of all, like all smart contracts, we have a decentralized objective. We're easily accessible. Everybody can see every transaction on the Tron blockchain, 100% decentralized, risk-free, built on a zero interference model, 100% instant Tron payment right to your wallet. You can do the business right from your smartphone. And the advantages of being with this, I mean, you've already heard in the updates, is that we have a token that is ITC token. Like I said, anybody can go out there and create one. But what are you going to do to create its value? Well, in these updates that you've heard, you know that we already have a gaming platform. It has 2 live games on it now. At the end of this month, there will be over 400. People will only be able to entertain themselves with those 400 games with our ITC token, okay? On that same website, we will slowly be interfacing an exchange there. In the beginning, it'll be swap ITC for Tron, Tron ITC, also for gaming tokens. Then we'll introduce Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we'll go and have listings on other exchanges. So here's our packages. There are 12 of them. So when you come in for a 1-star, and which you have to when you get registered, you register by using somebody's link. The investment of that will be 300 Tron. In addition, you will receive 100 ITC tokens for free. When you upgrade to 2-star, that would be 600 Tron. And you'll receive 200 ITC tokens for free. And as you can see, you go through here, when you become a diamond, well, you could start receiving all the first 7 levels. Those are just one time. You'll only receive those ITC tokens one time. But you become a diamond, you can start receiving a great amount of ITC tokens each and every single week. And remember, the cutoff period is every Sunday. And it's got the little asterisk there. So you know you've got to accomplish some tasks, such as help promote Tronz while we go through this, okay? So when you purchase a 1-star package, you're going to notice on the next slides that 300 Tron is actually going to get divided up into 3 different categories. So when you click on 1-star, you're only going to have to click on it one time. And it will be a lifetime activation. But this is what's going to happen with that 300 Tron. 100 Tron is going to go into what we call our 10 times program. 100 Tron will go into our direct bonus program. And 100 Tron will go into our level team bonus. I like to call the level team bonus the millionaire maker. And we'll see why here in a second. So anyway, so 300 Tron gets divided into 3 categories. 1 click is all it takes to do all of this. So in your lifetime with Tronz with 1 account, you're only gonna have to click 12 times. There's only 12 packages. You upgrade 12 times, lifetime activations. Here's what it would look like if you upgrade to 6-star. It's 6,000 Tron, 2,000 into the 10 times, 2,000 into the direct, and 2,000 into the level team bonus. So how did 10 times get its name? 10 times means that you can earn up 10 times back through passive income because you've never introduced a single person. So you do not, it's no requirement that you have to refer anybody, and you can earn up 10 times to what the actual investment was. For example, a 1-star package, your investment was 300 Tron. Well, the most that you could ever make in what we call the 10 times program would be 3,000, 10 times the investment. If you wanted to become a 6-star, it would be 6,000 Tron. The most you could ever earn through the 10 times at that pool, for 6-star, would be 60,000. So if you upgraded yourself all the way to 6-star, you would actually be involved in 6 different pools, okay? And I'm going to show you how this flows through. So there you are. You've come in for a 1-star package. Now, you've introduced nobody, not a single person. You've referred nobody, okay? The first person that comes into the community that is placed under you, because it's now your turn to have somebody placed under you, you'll receive 100 Tron. When the second person that is placed under you, because it was your turn to have somebody placed under you, you've still introduced nobody, but two people have been placed under you, you've now received 200 Tron. The third person, that will not generate a payment to you. What it's going to do, it's going to allow you to re-enter into the 10 times program at the 1-star level. It's going to allow you to re-enter again. So now you get to cycle through a second time. And the first person in that second cycle, 100 Tron. Next person, 100 Tron. Third person opens up another cycle. And you're going to keep doing that. And you're going to keep doing that. How many people have you introduced? 0. This is all based upon the growth of the community. When it's your turn to have somebody placed under you in your cycle, they'll be placed under you. It'll trigger a payment, 100 Tron. Second person, 100 Tron. Third person is going to be for a new reentry. Well, you can do reentry on each and every level 15 times. So you can see on a 1-star, it costs you 300 Tron. 15 times 200 is 3,000. And you made back 3,000. That's the maximum that you could ever make at the 1-star level. And at that point, you would not be able to recycle through anymore. See, and we keep this fair because if somebody comes in 6 months from now, they'll be able to make the exact same amount of money out of the pool that you were able to make. The difference is you were able to accumulate a lot more ITC than what they were able to accumulate. Now, the next category that we have is direct bonus. In the direct bonus, it's pretty well what the name says. You know, there's going to be a lot of people that come in, and what they're going to do is, let me go back to the 10 times program. This is what I wanted to do right here. When you have 2 people that have placed under you, and you have those 2 payments, you've already received 66% of your investment. By the time the 4th person is placed under you, you've already got your money back. And so why did we design this? We actually designed this so people would see this, and then they would feel comfortable going out and talking to other people, and they would start referring people. Yeah, the 10 times program is fine. It's going to take a long time to cycle through 15 times on the pools and stuff, and that's great. And it's good. It's a good return on your money, even if you make only 3 or 4 times back on your money. But what if you have the ability to actually go out and refer people? And most people do feel very comfortable once they have 2/3 of their money back, or they got all their money back, or they've doubled their money or tripled their money. They'll start talking to people. Now you start receiving what's called a direct bonus. And the direct bonus is exactly what it says. Here's you. You've only introduced just one person. That's it. When they went to 1-star, you received a bonus payment of 100 Tron. When they upgraded themselves to 2-star, as long as you are a 2-star or above that level, you'll receive a payment of 200 Tron. When they become a 5-star, you'll receive 1,400 Tron as a direct bonus. Well, when that person upgrades himself to Crown Diamond and you're Crown Diamond or above, you'll receive 150,000 Tron just on that one person. As a matter of fact, just on that one person, by them going through all the levels, and remember, with our upgrades and with the things that I've just talked about, with the things that we're doing now, many people are going to want to get the diamond so they can start receiving ITC weekly, with the amounts of 1,400 each and every single week. And you may ask yourself, well, how long am I going to get 1,400 ITC each and every single week? That will continue until the 72 million ITC that have been allotted to give out to the community have been handed out. Sit down with a calculator. It is going to take a long time to hand out 72 million to the people that are diamond and above. Okay, so now people are going to be highly motivated to get to diamond, basically kind of like on day one. It's not that much money to put into it to become a diamond, and they're going to see the value of, hey, I got the 10 times program going. I'm in 8 different pools with that, and I got 1,400 ITC coming in every single week, and there's no more reinvest. So you've received 330,000 Tron on just one direct going all the way to Crown Diamond. And they can do that on first day. So what if you introduce more than one? Well, here's an example where you got 6. Your first person went to 1 star, so you received 100 Tron. Your 4th person went to Blue Diamond, so cumulative, you've received 37,000 Tron on that person for all the direct bonuses. And we already gave the example of what it would look like if somebody went to Crown Diamond. Now, we're going to talk about my favorite. This is called the level team bonus. And remember, I'm never going to fault people for coming in on the 10 times program, sitting there, doubling or tripling their money and contributing nothing to the community. But what if you can contribute to the community? This is what I call the millionaire maker. So the level team bonus is, I'm going to give an example here. If you've just introduced one person, then they introduced one, then they introduced one, then they introduced one, all the way down to 12 levels, because remember, we have 12 packages. There's 12 levels. Now, you've only introduced one. Your team is 12 people. Now, when the person that's on the level 2, for example, when they upgrade to level 2, you're going to get the level 2 bonus. That's 200 Tron. The person right above them, of course, they're going to get the level 1 bonus. Now, let's go down to level 6. When that one individual that's on level 6 upgrades to level 6, because if they're just a level 5, you don't get the payment yet. But as soon as they've upgraded to level 6, they're on your level 6, you get 2,000 Tron. The person that's right above them, well, they would get the level 1 money. The person that's 2 spots above them, they would get the level 2 money, all the way up to you, which would be the level 6. Now, let's go down to the level 12. I've already got people on my level 12. Some of them are sitting there. They're at level 9 already. They're level 10 already. Some of them are talking about upgrading to level 12. When they do, that is going to give me a payment of 150,000 Tron. They're on my level 12, because that's where they are in the level, on level 12, and now they've upgraded to level 12. So that means I get the level 12 bonus. The person that's right above them is going to get the level 1 bonus, 2 people above them. So that's one example. I'm going to give you another example here. Okay, what if I introduce more than one? And that's the thing that I love about this smart contract, is we don't have to go out and recruit 80, 90, 100 people to keep the matrix running. And that's really kind of why other smart contracts I've looked at and seen, it's just, you're just moving people through a matrix without any kind of long-term project behind it. And you got to recruit a lot of people. Here, you're going to see on our level team bonus, you don't have to. I'm going to give you 2 examples here where you're just recruited 2 people, or you've just recruited 3, and you help them recruit 2, or you help them recruit 3, okay? Then they help their people recruit 2 or 3. So let's look at this. On the left column, it says 2 partners. Well, here I've just introduced 2 people, and then I help them introduce 2 people. So on my level 2, I've got 4 people. When those 4 people upgrade to level 2, I get the payment on all 4 of them. That would be 800 Tron. Well, now I'm going to help those 4 people introduce 2 people. Now I've got 8 people on level 3. When those 8 people on level 3 upgrade to level 3, I get the level 3 bonus. The person above them gets level 1. The person 2 spots above them gets level 2. Well, we're going to keep doing this all the way down to level 6. On level 6, I would have 64 people sitting on level 6. I've only introduced 2. When those 64 people upgrade to level 6, and I talk a lot about this position right here, because your whole team is only about 120 people. Well, just your bonus on level 6 is going to be a little over 5,000 USD. But what if I did 3 by 3 by 3 by 3? On level 6, I'd have 729 people. Just the bonus on level 6 is 50,000 USD. So going to level 6, it's less than like $300. So money's not going to be a big issue in building a team and having these people go to those kinds of levels right there. Between 5,000 to 50,000 USD, just introducing 2 or 3 people, helping them get 2 or 3, and only completing less than half the program, because only level 6 We didn't even get any people to level 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, you want to be a millionaire? Look at this one. And this is what a lot of my leaders on different teams, this is what they're focused on. New people that are coming in, never done this before, or they really need to restart because of the COVID pandemic. What a perfect business to start. If the COVID pandemic has hurt your life in any way and you need to restart, because the low cost of entry. Remember, I showed you to register, it's only 300 Tron, and then you can do some activities from there and go up to the next level for 600 Tron, then do some things there, take that Tron, reinvest it. So it doesn't take a lot of capital to work this if you don't have a lot of capital. Let's go to level 10. I've only introduced 2 people, but now I've got 1,000 people on level 10. And those 1,000 people have upgraded to level 10. Forget about 11 and 12, just to level 10. I've just made 2 million USD. But what if I did 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 and had 59,000 people there? It's 100 million USD. Just level 10, introducing 2 or 3 people. And if you like team building and working with them, building 2 or 3 people, building 2 or 3 people, it's between 2 million and 100 million USD. That's why I call this one the millionaire maker. So I just want you to understand level team bonus one more time. Last example. Here you are. You've just introduced 2 people. When those 2 people register, you get the level 1 bonus. Now you help those 2 people get their 2 people. On level 2, you got 4. Those 4 upgrade to level 2. You get the level 2 bonus. The people above them get the level 1 bonus. We help those 4 people get their 2. You got 8 people on level 3. Things start getting exciting there. Things start growing, okay? They take a life of their own. Those 8 people upgrade to level 3, which most of them do on day 1. You got all the level 3 bonuses. Person above them got the level 1. Person 2 spots above them got the level 2 bonus. And the thing that I'm excited about is that we have this ITC. And as a community, we have made the plans. Lots of thought has come in and out about how this ITC was going to be distributed, what people had to do to receive it, what kind of numbers would they get for it. So it's all been about being about the community. 72 million of those ITC tokens will be passed out to the community. Well, if you look in the packages, when you receive that one time, it's just 100 ITC for the 1 star, 200. So it's the diamonds and above. And right now, it's basically less than 5% of the whole community is diamond and above. I'm sure that's all going to start changing here tonight, because from that point on, you can receive the 1,400 ITC each and every single week. But even when you take out a calculator and you start calculating how many diamonds and crown diamonds it would take, it takes a lot. So 72 million is going to last a very long time before it's all distributed out there to the community through this program that we have. So this is our smart contract. That's our community, tronz.world. There's our token. There's our gaming portal. Remember, the gaming portal at the end of this month will have well over 400 games on it. Games that are going to appeal to China, Japan, brain games, educational games, every kind of game. There will be a game that's appealing to somebody that either yourself or somebody you know will want to take. And what is the important thing about that? The gaming portal, it's only going to accept the ITC token. People will go in there with some gaming tokens, and when they withdraw, they'll be withdrawing at ITC. But when they want to upgrade, they're going to have to do their upgrades or their experiences, anything that they want to do there, renewals, anything like that, that has to be done in ITC. Where are they going to get the ITC from? Because then maybe they didn't even come from Tronz. You just, through us as a community promoting and earning the ITC, we're going to be the ones selling them the ITC. So what I'm going to do now, as promised, I'm going to go back through and recap the actual updates. So that covered everything for the presentation. Go back up here. And the updates are, and another thing that I want to talk about real quick is that you guys know that some of the founders and some of the community leaders are, they're very big with government, consumer protection, and everything. With all that being said, what is taking place is on the November 18th and 19th, and it's going to be in India, and you guys will be able to get a Zoom link just so, or it's going to be shown live. I'm actually going to have a Zoom link because I'm going to talk. Even though I'm in the Philippines, I'm going to actually talk at the event. And what it is, there's approximately 100 government officials in India that deal with consumer protection, and they're going to come to this meeting. And then whatever diamonds and above there are in India, I'm sure most of them will be attending the meeting also. And this meeting is all going to be sponsored by ITC. So it can show you that already that the government officials that are in charge of consumer protection in India are going to be there and looking at our platform and what we have done. And it's actually being sponsored by ITC. So anyway, the ITC token is going to have a long and healthy life. Many, many uses for it through the exchange, many uses through the gaming portal. Will be listed on several exchanges. With that said, you guys will now notice that in your back office, all the information that you probably have wanted, it's all there now. So if you haven't logged in the last day or two, go log in. You'll see what kind of people are at different levels, what your sponsors. You can see the IDs. I don't think there's anything else that you could possibly wish for to see in a back office, okay? Now, in addition to that, as of tonight, the Tronz leaderboard is there, it's ready. And so when you go to log in, you'll see a leaderboard button. So just click on the leaderboard button, register. If you don't want to use your real name, don't have to, okay? Because I've had some people ask me about that issue. You put in the rest of the information and then log in. And you can do automatic login just by having your wallet attached just the same way that you do now, okay? And then you're going to start completing the tasks and get to diamond. This is only for diamond and above, okay? So you will get ITC for all the tasks that are completed. And what are you going to do? Well, in the beginning, for these next few days, just promote your business. Send out your link, talk about Tronz, do it through any one of these social media formats that there are. And when you do that, you're going to be earning ITC. Now, there's a cap on how much ITC a person can be given weekly. So, for example, if you're Crown Diamond, you can only get 6,300. But what happens if I do 10,000 ITC of activity? No problem. It'll roll over, it'll hold into my account until the next distribution is done. What if I don't do enough tasks? What if I'm a diamond and I only do 600 ITC of tasks? That's okay. You'll receive your 600 ITC, okay? These are just the maximum amounts that you can receive on a weekly basis, and you can build up and have rollover points. Now, the other thing is that this starts today. So first of all, get to diamond, get registered, log in, start doing the tasks. So of course, this first time you're gonna have like 11 days to do what normally we would have 7 days to do, because the first cutoff will be on 11/22, okay? So the cutoff is gonna be every Sunday, 12 p.m. GMT. Go to your country and find out what time that is, and you'll be required to do the weekly tasks, which we've already talked about there. And these are the maximum amounts that each rank can receive in a week. So that's kind of what it looks like right now. If you log in right now to the leadership board and see this, you can submit your Zoom link. That's what it looks like when my Zoom link was submitted. And you might be thinking, well, I don't want a token that was created and it's just going to sit in my back wallet for the next year. We just had a launch, and I hope people see that, you know what, these guys aren't kidding. These guys created a token. We're not just taking a whole bunch of people and we're not taking a whole bunch of people and just moving them through a matrix with no real term project. This is a long-term smart contract system that we have here. Okay, so now you're going to go to justswap.io. Those ITC that you've received already, you can swap them for Tron, swap them for any cryptocurrency. Just a little side note, the ITC, if you have a Tron wallet, you don't actually see them in there. If you have a Tron Link wallet, you can actually see them in there. But with the Tron wallet, when you type in justswap.io in your browser, in your Tron wallet or your Tron Link wallet, you'll immediately see the balance of ITC tokens that are in there. Now myself, not only do I go there and swap back and forth, but I've decided to do the liquidity option. So when you go to justswap.io, you're going to see swap and you're going to see pool. Well, click on pool. And if you want to, for lack of better words, donate some Tron and donate some ITC at the same time into that pool, because every time somebody does a swap, there's a fee that is generated. Well, if you're the one that contributed to that pool, you're going to receive some of those fees. And that's what I did. I put like 1,000 Tron in. When you put the 1,000 Tron in, you also have to put the equivalent amount of ITC in there. So I think it was 3,300 ITC. I've already earned like 182 ITC in the few short days that I've had my Tron and ITC in the liquidity pool. So it's just another way for you to create wealth. On November 30th, I'm going to call this the mega launch. You know, we're doing the event in India on 11/18. So that's going to be a date that we want to watch. I'll be doing a Zoom and talking to the government officials that are over there. All the members will be there live. Some of the diamonds will be there live. We'll be streaming the event live so people can look in. And remember, this is all the consumer protection government officials that are coming to this event that's being hosted by ITC. Okay, so the other thing that I'm very proud of is not only do we have the justswap.io for this ITC token that we've created, but I never predict prices of tokens or guarantee anybody anything like that. But if you just think about it, if there's 400 online games, and these online games are going to, you know, they're going to have all the legalities and everything that you could think of as far as appealing to people. You know, I've been told they're going to be highly appealing to India, Japan, China, South Korea, USA, European. So there's something there for everybody, that they're educational, brain games. So there's just a wide list of everything that's going on. And if you can only upgrade or do your subscription or anything that has to do with online gaming, if you can only do it with ITC, even though you might have been referred and you're on that gaming website, where are you going to get the ITC? They can only get it from us community members that have earned it by promoting our Tronz and by promoting, you know, the new website. When it comes to that, you'll see tasks that will have banners. You're going to be able to send these out to friends and people and say, look, if you like online gaming, go here and here's some free gaming credits. It's going to be a very easy marketing campaign when we get to that point. Once again, where are people going to get the ITC? They're only going to get them from the diamonds and above that go to there and supply them with the ITC so they can play, okay? And that website will start off as a basically kind of as a swap, just like Just Swap, but it'll be on our own website. And then you'll start to see it slowly turn into an exchange. So it'll be an exchange and a gaming portal. And then we'll take the ITC, get it listed on some other major exchanges. So I can only think that doing all of those steps would make the price of ITC go up. So right now I'm going to start taking Tron and swapping it for ITC while it's still just 1 penny, because something's telling me that it's going to move off that 1 penny and go up very soon once we do this launch. So that's everything for tonight. So everybody's had all the updates. You've had a presentation. It's time to go out there and promote the community and get this community really rolling again. And it's time to really sit there and think. Sit down with a calculator and say, okay, if I put this much Tron in to get myself the diamond, and I start receiving 1,400 ITC, even at just 1 penny, how fast am I recouping my money just on passive, let alone introducing somebody? And what's going to happen to the price of that ITC once that gaming portal is open? Once there's more, it has the flavor of more like an exchange also on that website. So think about it. Everybody have a wonderful afternoon, have a wonderful morning, or have a wonderful night wherever you are in the world. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to Tronz. Tronz is a revolutionary crowdfunding platform, which is the first of its kind to implement its own cryptocurrency, ITC. The complete commission distribution is independently handled by the verified smart contract, which is on the Tron blockchain. It is immutable, can't be changed or altered. Since Tronz has a global community base, the ITC token is projected to spike its value soon after the first IEO, initial exchange offer, which will be held in the fourth quarter of 2020, and ITC will be listed on multiple international exchanges. In the first quarter of 2021, the Tronz community will have their own exchange and ITC tokens will be used in various gaming platforms. Since ITC tokens are limited and fixed, join early to earn more ITC tokens. Get ready, set up your Tron wallet, and load it with TRX.